my god, after this many encounters, I finally got my female Shinies landed. Oh my god. I have gotten 3 male landeds, but because of this cute charm ability of one of my Pokemon, I finally got one that is female. Finally. They are Fizzle, Pop, Sizzle, and finally the female one, Lassie. We're gonna evolve this today.
Hello friends, welcome back to another talking portion of this week's Cozy and Chaos episode. We're going to be journaling for the week that was September 11th to the 17th, and I haven't been filming on camera like my actual journaling process while I talk, so this is going to be chaotic. However, before anything else, I would like to quickly show you that this was the spread that I did for last year of the almost similar week. I sort of forgot, while I was doing the preparation for all of the stuff that I'm going to be using today, I kind of forgot that it was actually Albedo's birthday week. So I always do a little bit of a journaling for September 13th, which is Albedo's birthday. One, because he's my favorite Genshin character. I started playing Genshin because of Albedo. Second of all is that he's a 13th baby. I am also a 13th baby, and it's sort of almost special to me that our birthday is like a month apart, and that's just for me. But anyway, I will be doing an Albedo spread again for this week. However, while I was preparing for the stuff, as I said, with what I'm going to be using for this week, I sort of forgot about that fact. And I was prepping a lot of strips of paper because I had this idea wherein I'm going to move some of the stuff here to the side because there's a lot here actually that I'm pulling from. I actually prepared a lot of strips of paper like these ones, mostly from my stash that I'm trying to destash a lot of bigger packaging and such, and I was planning on doing a collage of some sort using these strips. So this is sort of similar to my washi tape design situation. However, as I said, I was supposed to make an Albedo spread So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to scrap this idea of me doing this, I'm going to do half of it, all of the scraps that I tried to like use up, and half of it will be my albedo collage. I do have like prints, older prints. Some of the prints here are like from years ago, like when I started. Genshin is coming up to 3 years. Some of it are recent, like last year's birthday photos, some of the events. This is from when I first pulled albedo, January, was it 3 or 7? But it was January. This was my first like limited character 5-star. And so yeah, I also have like photos of like printouts. This has like water damage, but that's fine. This is a doodle that I did of albedo years ago, when the Vllo app still was like running for free in like mobile. And so I just doodled without even a stylus. I just used my finger to doodle, and that's like my mini art of albedo to be added to this. I also have washi tape. This is supposed to be Mona washi tape. Some people from the community do ship Mona and albedo, and I just wanted to use it because the color scheme is like close enough, so it's fine. And this is from Nandemo Creative. I really love her like sparkly holographic washi tapes, so I'm going to somehow use that. I also used this for last year's spread. So anyway, before anything else, I actually forgot my hole punch, so I'm going to get that before I start talking about this week. Hole punch acquired, so we're going to start. So I basically blame actually this whole week being a boring sort of week. Filming wise, I didn't film as much. I mainly blame it because I did the almost 1 hour video of me talking about my anime review journal number 4, which was fun, but twice did it cut me off because of memory. I lack memory in my phone space because I'm filming on my phone, the same phone that I'm using to play Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Tears of Themis, Cookie Run Kingdom, and Fate Grand Order. I actually transferred my Bungo Stray Dogs game, which I don't really play that much anymore, to be completely honest. I only feel like I only log in every time it is like Chuya's birthday, which is in April, and just log in, try to get the new card or like any card that is in rate up for Chuya, and then just leave. Or maybe if I see news of a new card of Chuya, then that's when I play it. But most of the time I just don't, because the gameplay, because it's like a ping pong sort of like, not ping pong, pinball was the thing I'm thinking about, sort of game, and you bounce off these this one ball to different colored balls and get power up so that you can attack its turn base. And once you have played it for almost 2 to 3 years, it sort of gets stale, the gameplay I mean, even though like there's a bunch of stuff like new events, new cards, new characters, new skins, it still gets old real quickly. So I decided to just, I don't want to lose my progress, because I have collected, as I've said, a bunch of Chuya, Nakahara Chuya cards, and I decided to just move my whole account to my mom's phone, which I told her to like just ignore it. I just want to keep it for the sake of the cards that I have collected over the years of playing, and also would want to like pull for another Chuya next year, who knows. And she said it's okay, just leave it there, and I won't touch it or anything, I won't delete it or anything, because her phone is like Netflix, Facebook, Instagram, Shopee, and some like simple games, simple mind games, brain teasers and such. So it's not that heavy for her and her phone. And my case is that I can't really delete any of my other games because I'm actively playing it, even though I'm not really actively playing Honkai Star Rail as of the moment. I don't know why I lost interest sort of bit in like the past few weeks, but I'm getting back into it, trying to build Inhibitor Lene, Danheng, as well as Blade, my 2 most recent. But overall, I don't have any of the new characters that I'm so far interested in, so maybe that is the point wherein I'm going to save up like Stellar Jades for eventually a character that I would want later on in the game when it comes out. So and so I'm filming these videos, as I've said, in the same phone with all of the heavy memory consuming games. So I am more or less limited to keeping only an hour and a half worth of footage. So my mistake was that I am also doing another part of my if this, if I find a 10 out of 10 animated series, I will stop this video situation for like part 2, because I have already uploaded part 1. It's on my channel if you're interested in that. And I have kept, like, of course it's not done yet because I haven't finished that series as of the moment. I'm just like at the third anime for the series as of this week. And of course I am keeping all of the raw footage just for that series to be edited in a bit, and that alongside with the almost 1 hour of a flip through from my anime review journal, which the raw footage was up to like 1 hour and 27 minutes, I believe. And of course it cut me off multiple times, and I was fairly annoyed up to the point wherein it actually made it so that my phone was warning me saying that I should delete some footages or some stuff that I have not been using for quite some time, mostly like duplicate photos, apps that I don't particularly use, although I do use all of the apps that I have that is left currently, so I don't know what else it is telling me to like delete. And I was upset because, of course, if you wanted to delete something, you had to have access to your gallery, your phone space, your memory card, whatever. And it says that some functions will not be able to function properly because of the heavy like space. It won't let me access to my phone gallery, which is supposed to be the one you are going to delete some items from. And so my phone crashed for multiple times. I was so stressed out because I haven't transferred some of my pictures and such from different events that happened for the past year. And yeah, I was so stressed out. Luckily, I was like able to resolve it because what I did was just delete some of the footages that I've already just filmed for that video. And I just ended up refilming them once I finally got access to my memory card. So yeah, it's kind of stressful. And also with the announcement of like a 215 gigabyte of the next updates for Genshin Impact, I'm like, I might need a new phone for that. Like just a phone for Genshin Impact. If of course I'm not really going to I'm not going to stop playing as of the moment, because I've like my friend and I have spent so much money on this account for start. I still want, my goal is still a C6 Wanderer, and also like maybe R5 his weapon. I still don't have a Staff of Homa. I still have many characters that I wanted to pull for so long but I have no budget for, those sorts of situation. So basically I still have that much interest in playing the game. It's just that my devices, like my device is as old as Genshin Impact, to be honest. It's like 3 years. I've been using it for 3 years or so. And it's actually good because devices are very expensive, and I just wanted to use as much as its life can give it. And it's sort of sad if I am just going to change my phone for this particular reason. However, you can't like it can't be avoided, basically. I don't want to use, these are emojis. I do have like these printouts of emojis back in the day when I still used them. And I don't use them anymore because they're so tiny and I don't want to like use them anymore. I'm just going to make them as like deco of some sort, like a washi strip, but also like do that, just cover it up. And also, what else? So yeah, that is the reason why I haven't been filming this week, because of that memory space incident. And also there's really nothing much going on this week, except maybe for like me getting more shinies. I finally got a shiny like female Salandet, which I promptly raised and evolved into a shiny Salazzle. She's so pretty. I called her Lassie. I got 3 shiny male Salandets before I got her. And even with the cute charm glitch, or not the cute charm glitch, like the cute charm technique, still difficult to get. What else? I also got a random like shiny Houndart, another one from like the Paldean Adventures rate up thing. And to be perfectly honest, I was like so stupid this weekend. Yesterday for me, which today's Monday, so it was yesterday for me. It was supposed to be Oddish Research Day and I read it as community day. So I was like, where are the auditions? And it turns out I have to like spin like the Pokestops to get one. And I was like, I'm such a dum-dum. I should have read the patch notes, but I did manage to get one shiny audition, which is sad because all of those research tasks that I did, it was late. I was late to that event because it was like a 12-hour power out for maintenance again with our local power company, and we ended up staying at a hotel to just like chill out for like 12 hours and wait it out because it was so hot. The weather was so hot and we didn't want to like go anywhere else. So my brother and I brought our Vanguard decks. We played a bit and then he slept for like 2 hours or so. I continued reading one of the books that I'm actually currently bringing along whenever I go out and like there's like a long wait that I know of. So I'm reading Pillars to the Sky. I forgot who is the author. I'll put the cover of it on screen. It's in my like book bag, or like the bag that I'm using whenever I go out, so that it's just there. So I'm not really actively reading it until I finish it, but rather just have it for when I know that there is long waiting time, like in a doctor's appointment or like the 12-hour power out. I'm fairly in like the first 150 pages, and when I bought that when my best friend and I went out to our museum hopping, or like our trip. And when I read the synopsis of that at the back, I was thinking maybe it was like it was sci-fi, but I thought the pillar, it's titled Pillar to the Sky, I thought the pillar was like naturally occurring. Turns out it was like they were trying to build a pillar towards space so that it would be more efficient for space travel. And I didn't know it was that. I thought it was naturally occurring, as I said. But it's still fine. There are points wherein it's like, this is very boring, but then there is much intrigue there because there's a lot of politics involved, and I am interested in those. So yeah, I also finished one book this week, I believe it was this week, which is Leech by Hiran Ines, I think is how you say the last name. I don't know, I'm not sure. But it is a gothic horror sort of book wherein I might spoil this, but I'm not sure if this is spoilery or not, but it is about a doctor who all of the doctors that are part of this institution is like a hive mind of some sort. There is a parasite that lives in their brain and gives them like the ability to communicate with other brains that contain that same parasite, and they grant their host like knowledge of medicine so that they won't be exterminated, or like that's their way of survival, is to give like purpose to the host so that they won't be eliminated. Like for us, our response to like parasites and viruses is to kill them because it harms the body. In their case, they want it to be useful to the body. That's why they give this knowledge of years and years, centuries of knowledge of medicine, and then they could talk to other doctors relating to like a sort of disease that they have not encountered yet. It's sort of like a shared knowledge. Like it's like a medical book in your brain wherein they could browse just by concentrating. So it was like interesting, but I don't think that was the main what do you call this? That was not the main point of the story. There was like an underlying story about like bullying, manipulation, and also trying to free yourself from abuse. And it was so like, the ending was so beautiful, and I really loved the ending. It was so good. And if you could look past like worms, like body horror, a lot of medical horror, if you're tolerant to those, I didn't find it as scary because I read and watch a lot of gore and horror, so it's not that, it's mild in my case, but it was fun. It was nice. It was intriguing. Self-identity and such, autonomy, trying to get your body back sort of situation, and I really recommend it. I gave it a 5 out of 5. And then so far that's it when it comes to what I did this week. There's nothing much. I just wanted to like do this journal with me session on camera this time, trying to explain what my thought process is to making this half and half sort of spread. But other than that, I don't think I have anything left to say at this point. I did manage to like watch a few of my favorite Pokemon YouTubers because it's like the Scarlet and Violet DLC that came out, and I'm just watching the playthrough because I don't think I'm going to purchase the game. Sort of sad, but also the reality is that I don't know. Sometimes, like when it comes to like Sword and Shield, maybe I was so disappointed when I like did not watch like gameplay videos before buying it. So that's like my way of like countering all of like further disappointment when it comes to Pokemon games. I really love Pokemon. Pokemon is like one of my favorite games, but sometimes my main thing is to like shiny hunt, and so if like the shiny hunting method is not for me, then it's likely that I won't like it or buy it. So yeah, it's better to like do your research beforehand. And I pre-written like all of the stuff that I am like I journaled for this week. I do have these journaling cards left over from like when I was still like doing these sorts of spreads and such. I also have like, these are the washi tapes that I wanted to use up, and fair enough, it's like this almost the same color scheme to this. I want to use those up, and I'm going to collage my albedo. It may not be the same format because I totally forgot. I'm talking about this. I totally forgot what like position I did all of these photos in, but that's fine. I am pretty much looking forward to Novelty. This week we had our, like as I've mentioned earlier, the 215 gig update for Genshin Impact in the future. I'm very much afraid of that, but I'm also looking forward to Novelty. And how did they pronounce? I pronounce it as Real Thesly, but I think they pronounce it as Risley or something. But it's so cool. His animation is so cool. I don't think I'm going to be pulling for him though. Maybe in a rerun in the future. Not sure. However, so cool. So cool. A catalyst, a cryo catalyst. And I'm also like trying if I can to pull for Staff of Homa, but those dreams might not become reality because I am at 30 pity, 50-50, no Primo Gems left because I got Child last week. Trying to pin the blame on Child, but it's fine. It's nothing too serious. I've been watching a bunch of like Slice videos on like his pulls for his followers, and that man is so lucky sometimes. And it's kind of like me as someone who also like spends a bit of money on this game. It's kind of like, oh, I wish I could like spend a little bit more, but no, that's fine. It's the game's a game. And he supports his community, and his community supports him as well. So it's kind of fun to watch, and I really enjoy his energy. So that's why. Who knows, in the future. I did mention that I only spend for like Scara, and like if he has like a future skin. But then I saw that the concert had a new wings, and it looks like a kite, and it's like 4 paneled wing, which is like unique and new. So this whole, it's always like the 2 wings, but this time the wings are 4, like a butterfly or like a kite or something. And my friends and I were like, should we get it? And I'm like, yes. So yeah, so fun. I really enjoyed the 4.1 special announcement. So I ended up forgetting to use the mono washi tape. That's fine. I sort of paused the video for a bit because it's getting awkward and I don't have anything left to say, but I'm going to add a few of these cute bunny stickers here and there that I have lying around, position it the way that I wanted before I opened the camera again, because you don't need to see how many times I have to like rearrange all of these stickers before finally turning on the camera to put it in. Yeah, I'm going to punch the holes in this page before putting it back in. Still have these other stickers that I could put in, like a few here and there. I also want to do these. And as I'm putting this in, I'm actually remembering other stuff that I did this week, which is like a sale happened and I bought a new pouch for my pens, which is if you haven't seen my other videos like in the past, I did like mention like my stationery ban, or like what are the things that I shouldn't buy, and one of them is like a pencil pouch. However, one of my pencil cases did break down like a few months ago, so like that is like just a replacement, so we're safe. And so yeah, that is it from me this week. I do have like a little albedo there inside, just a little surprise for the tip-in, and I will see you in the next video for more quiet coziness and chaotic bliss. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you, as I said, in the next video. So until then, guys, take care and bye!